The launch of the National Footrot Eradication Programme took place in Bloomfield House Hotel, Mullingar on July 12, 2012. At the beginning of the demonstration, those in attendance were asked 3 questions. The first was, how many had a problem with foot rot? The second, how many put their sheep through a footpath and still had a problem with foot rot? The same number of hands were raised for both questions. The third question was, how many turned up all their sheep and paired the ones that required pairing before foot bathing? Only 2 hands were raised. The demonstration of the small glass being put head first into the beaker of orange juice showed how no juice went into the glass because the air in the glass would not allow that to happen. Similarly, with unpaired feet, the air pockets in damaged hooves does not allow the foot bath solution into these areas. Therefore, the bacteria are allowed to survive and the foot rot is allowed to continue. What is foot rot? Foot rot is caused by a bacteria common to foot rot and foot scald, which can only live on pasture for 12 to 14 days. The longer period is in suitable weather conditions, i.e. warm and humid. So the starting point is to rest pasture from sheep for 3 weeks or have a fresh pasture available following a cut of hay or silage. In the latter cases, your next step can start immediately. In the picture, a 2-year-old ewe is shown which had been grazing for a long period on its knees. Her feet were paired, care taken not to underpair or overpair the feet. Then she was put to stand for 5 minutes in a 5% formalin footbath solution. The next picture shows the feet fully cured and her appearance greatly improved after just 34 days. In this trial, some sheep were left unpaired and footbathed. Bacterial incubation continued unabated inside some unpaired hooves. What this part of the trial proved was that all feet should have been checked and paired initially to allow the footbath solution to hit all parts of the feet and therefore give a very high level of bacteria kill. The most important part of the eradication programme is the rotational grazing. Once you have a pasture rested, you are guaranteed it is free of foot rot bacteria. The only way bacteria can return to this pasture is through foot rot infested sheep, either your own or your neighbour's trespassing. Also, machinery coming onto your land which had been in uninfested pastures. The advice is to carry out the correct treatment day 1, day 21 and day 42, making sure all sheep go through the rest pasture after each treatment. If this is adhered to, your flock will be guaranteed foot rot and foot scald eradication status. If you have to purchase replacement ewes, rams or store lambs, check all feet as in the initial procedure. Footbath and isolate in a paddock for 3 weeks to monitor for signs of foot rot. Then, if there is no sign of lameness, they may join the main healthy flock. Choice of footbath solution can be any of the following: 5% formalin, 10% zinc sulfate, or 10% copper sulfate. Formalin was used for the trial farms in advance of the foot rot eradication programme launch. Some flock owners preferred to use copper sulfate, i.e. bluestone, because the hoof hardens as a result of the using of this solution. Cost of foot rot. When a lamb contracts foot rot, the following charts show the loss in weight gain and financial return. 3 good thriving lambs were weighed in mid-May, each weighing 24 kgs. One of them developed foot rot just after being weighed. When the 3 lambs were weighed in mid-June, the results show lamb number 1 increased by 15.5 kgs to 39.5 kgs. Lamb number 2 increased by 17.5 kgs to 41.5 kgs, while the lamb with the foot rot only gained 5 kgs to 29 kgs, which is a price loss of about €32. A ewe that contracts foot rot has a shorter breeding lifetime and also a smaller financial return when going to slaughter. A healthy ewe could reach a carcass weight of 40 kgs, while a foot rot ewe would weigh 23 kgs. At €3 per kg, this would be a difference of €51. If you as an individual want to get rid of foot rot, just follow this program.